It's a beautiful day at the off-grid project. This is what it looks like inside today. What you see is what you get. This is what it's been like all day. Dark. Very dark. It has been raining, full of thunderstorms all day today. And I haven't been able to get outside with my camera for fear of ruining my good video camera. But there's a pause in the rain, I think, right now, so let's walk around a minute. No, it is still raining. Not going to be an exciting day. I just wanted to give you a heads up because people worry if I make no video at all in a day. But with this constant drizzle, I can't show you anything on camera. And honestly, because I don't want to ruin my wood, I haven't touched that at all. Not at all today. It's covered. Now unfortunately there's water pooling in the middle, so I'm going to have to figure a way to uncover half of it and empty the water out because it's starting to pull the tarp off. That's not good. So I'm going to have to, if it ever stops raining, uncover it, put a pallet underneath where it's pulling, and then recover it. But anyway, I've been picking at the garden a little, which I won't be able to show you. A little bit in between thunder showers. We haven't had a lot of thunder though today, so it's been sort of quiet. I had to go to town though. I was gone for a few hours in the midday, and I didn't have to, but I went to see a friend who's going overseas for a month. So I went and saw her off. So I haven't been at the homestead to do much of anything today. I just fed the chickens. They're doing alright. They seem pretty happy and healthy. And normally I only feed them once in the morning now, because there are so many bugs out here. I'm sure you see them swirling around the camera all the time. But there are so many bugs. And it's been raining so much that there's an abundance of worms. So I don't have to worry about feeding them much right now, which is good. It's money savings. And they're still growing. So a lot of people keep asking about the birds, about why they're not laying eggs yet. And they're still growing. I haven't heard any comments about eggs for a while, but still. The one girl that was laying stopped laying. But that's because the other girl who never laid an egg is nesting in her egg-laying place. And the white hen is nesting on the golden hen's eggs. So I'm going to give it another week. I'm going to give that to the end of the week and see if anything comes of it. Because it's been going on 3 weeks now, a little over I think, or give or take. And after 21 days, if you don't have chicks, then obviously they're not gonna produce. So we'll see how that goes in a couple days. I really hope I get babies. That would be so cool. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I have been working indoors on the websites today, just because this constant rain. And yeah, right now the construction is on hold. And I did trim some trees down, which I didn't show you on video. Over here, there's some trees down. So just some brush and stuff that was behind the construction site. So yeah, over here I'm gonna have all the trees down. But we'll be brushing all those overhanging branches right there will be touching my roof, and so they're gonna have to go. I'm just gonna trim them all back before I actually start building the walls. So I've got a lot of work to do, and then all this stuff here in the middle needs to be thinned out yet. It is a lot to do yet, but I'll get it. Well, my RV batteries are dead because there's no sun. There hasn't been any sun in days. So I can't really work inside without running the generator. So I got my Gokart running, and yes, I have the idle speed turned up a little higher, and because I found my sea foam. and I put in some sea foam, and I'm running that through. It's smoothing out. You can hear a little bit of sputtering still. I have to replace the spark plug yet, but it's starting to smooth out a little bit better and better and better as that sea foam binds with the water which is in the engine. There was water in the overhead valve area, I'm guessing, because some water spit out the carburetor the first day I was trying to run it. And instead of tearing apart the whole engine to clean it out, I figured I'll just run it with sea foam, which will, of course, bind with the water and pull it out. So, I also have some throttle response. Not good, but a little. But it bogs down a bit. It doesn't like full throttle. So it's still got some cleaning up to do. It still bogs a little. Oh, would you believe I'm absolutely exhausted from riding this? This is a rough ride. I'm holding on for dear life riding this thing. Wow, but it runs. This ground is too rough for this. That's why it's a workout. Wow, it runs though. It's idling now. I'll show you another time because right now I just wore myself out. I went all the way down, probably, how far is the road? About a half mile down to the road, and the clutch came loose and came off the shaft, and the chain fell off. First of all, I didn't realize what happened is the chain came off and then the clutch slipped back into place. And then the engine stalled, and I looked and I was like, wow, the chain fell off. So I put the chain back on, started the thing up, drove it. A couple minutes later, the chain fell off again. So, and that time I put the chain back on, drove it, and the chain fell off again, and this time the clutch was off. So I realized the clutch was loose. So I pushed it all the way back home, which is part of the reason I'm exhausted. And, boy, I'm covered in filth. I brought it home and I tightened up that clutch, and boy, this thing runs. Wow. But my whole body is vibrating from the, if anybody has ever worked with a vibrating type tool, you know what I mean. Your arms and hands are just buzzing like. But it runs. It runs well, really well now. But it's too rough for here. It's way, way, way too rough for out here. So I'm not sure. I might play with it a little while, paint it up, maybe sell it for good profit so I can get my money for my house. And but it runs. I'm really happy about that. It's certainly fun. It's a little bit small for me though. My knees are up my face, but it is fun. So I'm gonna go in and relax a little bit. I took a pounding on this thing. One time I hit a rock and oh, my back hurts. Whoa, it hurts. It was a hard jar. Anyway, I'll show you another time with in better weather conditions. I'll get this out and show you. I'll put on my action cam and take out this camera, give you a couple angles of it.